Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick this away to start us off. Return man decides to signal fair catch. To make a difference today. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Return, a pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh, I mean the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the tailback's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down after that running play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes credit to the defender for making a great play.
Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back's got it again. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get 1st downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll hand it off. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the set.
2nd down and goal, upcoming.
Come on, set.
Looking to score with a run to the right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
This one will be fair caught. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 10, Georgia 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Fights off a defender. And he'll be brought down. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Bulldogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Ball handed off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Price. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the single back takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's swarmed by the defense. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The Sooners looking to cash in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to score. They'll run it to the right side. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very... He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Look at the sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. QB decides to keep it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And that gain will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Dogs are going to keep this drive rolling. They'll give it to the back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He shreds the tackle. Got space, looking to score. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
1st and goal, Georgia.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important second down call here.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Who missed it? Field goal, no good. There's a penalty marker down. We might see another attempt. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Bulldogs will line up here on first down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback keeps the football. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Touchdown, Georgia, to take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Takes the handoff again. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the quarterback just kneels down. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.